Hello everyone, welcome to VLSI Academy. This is the third lecture and today we'll understand about loops in Python. Before jumping on to understand loops, we must know that there is an important function, range, in Python. For example, if you want to print continuous values ranging from 0 to 10, then you can give 0, 11 like this. It means it will exclude last value but it will print till second last point now. If you print this, it won't work and simply string text will be printed. It happened because Python treats this statement as mere string instead of function. Hence, we should actually give declaration of such list like this. We define a list function and inside that we give 0 to 11 where 0 is first element and 11 is excluded and it will print till 10. And if we print this list, it will give us desired output. Here, by declaring range function, what we have actually done is we have created a list containing items from 0 to 10. But all these are printed all together as a single entity. But let us say we want to iterate and we want to access each element one by one. We can use for loop. For loop is quite common in every language. The syntax of for loop is like this. For I which is going to be iterated over the list element here, and then you have to give list name here which is A. Then we print I. I will iterate over list elements of list A and it will print one by one each element of list. When you run it, you can clearly see it has printed each list element one by one. However, here list elements are printed together at once and this is difference and this is why loops are important. Earlier we were trying to print continuous integer, but let us say that we want to print all even numbers between given range of 0 to 11. Hence, we can give third element as a step value of 2 here, which means every second element will be taken out of this given range. Now, if you give a print statement to print our given list with the name A here, you can clearly observe in the output that all the even numbers are printed. This is very easy and comes very handy at times while writing complex codes. Now let us say you ask to print out only odd numbers of the list. Please pause the video and try to figure out how can we print only odd numbers. We know that we have defined list A like this and all we have to do is you have to define first element, then you have to define last element of the list and we are defining the step. But the difference between printing odd and even list of numbers from continuous series is your first element, because when we define first element as 1 it will be odd number and with a step of 2 all odd numbers will be printed from this list. Now if we try printing the list B, it will give us all the odd numbers present in the list. Now let's assume we are no more working on continuous list of integers or any number. Instead we have a list of string. So we have a list here of strings and each element is a component used in VLSI design and we want to iterate over it and print each element one by one. Let us go step by step for that. First, we will get number of components. We will use len function to calculate the length of the list. That is, how many number of components are present in design. Now, if we try printing it, we will get the number of components here. Now, let us say we want to iterate over the list. We will use for loop in this case. Hence, we will write for I in range. In range function, index of every element will start from 0 and the last element we know is n. Now if we try to print I inside for loop, which is iterating element in our for loop, the output will be numbers because we are simply iterating I over the range of numbers from 0 to n and we are printing the number only. But we want to print each element and by printing I we were printing the index of it in the list of components. So we will use list name in print command and we will specify I inside square brackets. Let us remove this print statement from here. Now if you try to print the output by running this piece of code, you will face error. This happened because there is name error that clearly says name component not defined because of our list name is components and not the component. After correcting the name of the list, if we run again, you can clearly see that all strings are printed one by one, and hence for loop was working correctly. That's all for this lecture. We'll share more concepts on Python in further videos. Do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.